Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Janice with Blessed Be God Boutique. Please excuse me, I do have a cold. I am a little congested, so I may not sound like normal, but otherwise I'm feeling just fine. It just sounds worse than it is. But if you're new to this channel, and if you've been following along, then you'll know that this year, 2024, I wanted to start making a lot of things in-house. As you may know, I have been working with my mug press to try to do mugs in-house. And while I wait for a new sublimation print from a new company, I thought we would get to work on the heat press. Now, I did have quite a few comments on the last video where people said that it was possible that the prints that I had been getting from the company sublimation prints were probably not dark enough. I agree, and so I think I'm going to try, and I actually did order sublimation prints from a different company. So I'm waiting for those to come in, and as soon as those come in, I will try sublimating my cups again. But today, like I said, we're gonna try this guy out here for the first time. I am going to start by heat pressing some tote bags. I have some DTF transfers that I purchased from my own designs and some different tote bags. So I'll show you the different designs and I'll show you the kind of tote bags I'm working with here in just a second. Okay, and if you hear banging, it's outside. My neighbors are having work on the roof done. So just a little added extra sound effect for you if you hear it. But these are the transfers that I purchased, and I'm not gonna press every single one of these today. I think I'm just gonna try one. It's probably gonna be kind of a short video since it is a little bit difficult for me to talk. I'm just kind of stuffed up, but there are 4 different designs that I have. One of them is this Faithful Readers Bible Club. One that I think I'm going to press today is the Life is Worth Living, which was a show from Bishop Sheen in the 50s. He had a show called Life is Worth Living, and he used to give talks on moral issues from a Catholic standpoint. It was a big show. He would draw in like 10 million viewers a week. He would be #1 in the listings. It was incredible. If you ever get a chance, you can go on YouTube and listen to him. Listen to those talks or watch the old shows. They're really great. Then there is One Holy Catholic Apostolic in black that I'm going to put on a tote bag. And finally, I'm kind of excited for this one because I don't have a lot of children's things. But I thought, while I'm making tote bags, why not make a tote bag for children and make like a mass bag or a Sunday school bag? So this is going to be for a tote bag for kids, and it has just different little depictions, icons of stories from the Bible for kids, because they'll be learning that in Sunday school and at church. So that's going to be my little contribution for a kid's mass tote bag or Sunday school bag. I don't really have a lot of children's items. I'm actually going to make some more items for kids using these icons, just showing different biblical stories for the little guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to heat up the machine, and then I think I'm going to print the Life is Worth Living. I'll show you the tote bags that I got first, and then you can see kind of which one's going to go on what color tote bag. But I'm going to plug in the machine first and heat it up. So according to these transfers, ooh, look at that. You would do 310 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. So we're gonna set the temperature. Oh, I don't want Celsius, I want. Let me work in Fahrenheit. So 310, we're going to set it for. And then the time is going to be, there we go. Time is going to be 15 seconds. So right now you can see it's heating up. It says it's at 96 so far. And ooh, let's do this together. Ooh, we get to peel off the nice little cover. And so the tote bags I ordered, they're actually nice. These are very thick canvas quality. I got these at Joann's. I didn't want like a thin bag you can get off Amazon, or even Michael's had like really thin ones. And the one thing I like about this one is on the outside it has 2 pockets actually for you. Maybe you can't see those 2 pockets for added storage, but I'm going to put the Life is Worth Living on this side that doesn't have pockets. And this bag will also be used for the One Holy Catholic Apostolic, and the kids are actually going to get a different size. It's a smaller version of this color bag. And then the Bible reader one is going to get a blue tote bag. It shows up a lot darker on camera than it really is, but I thought that the print would look a lot better on a darker canvas. I was looking for denim, but I couldn't find a good denim one. So I chose blue, and then, you know, everything is light, so it'll stand out a lot better on this. Okay, there's been a change in plans. I think instead of doing the Life is Worth Living, I'm going to do, going to do the Bible book one instead on this blue tote bag. And I think, let's see, I think I'm going to give it a little like pre-press because it's kind of wrinkled. I think in the future what I'm going to do, if this works out, is I'm going to pre-wash these and maybe iron them beforehand, but transfer says you don't have to pre-press them, but I think I'm going to do it just to get creases and things, and then I'm going to lint roll it too. So let's do this really quick. This is just going to be one for me. It's not going to matter if it's wrinkled or anything like that. I'm just going to do it so that I can have a test one. So yeah, I did pretty good. Okay, so let me get the transfer, and I'm going to lint roll this really quickly because it does have quite a bit of lint stuck to it. So I am not too concerned about how even or uneven this bag is, but we'll have to figure out in the future getting things nice and even. Okay, that looks good to me, just eyeballing it. And they have given me a piece of butcher paper to put over. So we're going to do that. We shall try this little test bag here. Let's push them in. And let's go. So fingers crossed in 15 seconds that this will work, because I haven't been having the best luck with my mugs. Hopefully the bags will work. We'll see. Alright, and this is a hot, or you have to cool it down, cool peel. Take the butcher paper off of there. And I'll let this cool down. It says for 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, so I've let it set here for about a minute, and it feels cool to the touch. If this doesn't work out correctly, they said as soon as you start peeling it, if you start to find pieces that are sticking to it, just run it through the machine again, and that you can increase the temperature by 15 degrees in different increments, and it won't damage the transfer to press it multiple times. So pray that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, it's good to know. Let's start up here maybe. It's coming. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so far so good. Here's one little piece. Not bad. Alright. The book is okay. The letters are, yeah, not sticking. So I think what I'm going to have to do is the little pieces, like this little piece and then the letters, did not want to stick. But everything else feels good. It's very smooth. It doesn't feel like plasticky like I thought it was going to feel. So I think what I'm going to do is do that again and increase the temperature by 15 degrees and see if that helps. And so this is why I bought multiple bags to play around with, and also multiple prints just in case. So I'm gonna turn up the temperature. I keep doing this. To 330, right? Wait, am I doing it wrong now? Hold on a second. My cold is getting to my head. 325. No, go. 325. And we'll try it 15 degrees higher. And you can see it's already, when it's red on the R, it is heating up. When it turns green is when it's ready. And so I'm just gonna do the back of the same guy here, my little guinea pig bag. Okay, so we've reached temperature, so I'm gonna pull this out. I'm just going to put this backwards. This doesn't have any, oh, there's string. This doesn't have any pockets, so I can press either side of this one. Okay, and then I'll get a new transfer. And butcher paper, and we'll go for round 2. Let's hope this works. Otherwise I'm gonna have to really do a bunch of trial and error here. Okay, and I'm just gonna give it like a minute or so for it to cool down again. Okay, it has cooled down, and I'm actually gonna start with the letters this time because they are my least common denominator here. And if they start peeling up, I'm gonna put it back in without unpeeling the whole thing, and then I'm gonna try to up it again another 15 degrees like they stay. But let's see. Yeah, they're still not, you could tell they want to pull up, so I'm gonna do it a third time. All right, so I just ran it through again another time with the same transfer, didn't move it, and I increased the pressure instead of increasing the temperature because I don't read directions very well, and apparently you're supposed to increase the pressure before you start increasing the temperature. So, you know, hey, whatever. So it's gotten a little bit of an increase, 15 degrees in temperature, and it had 10 degrees increase in pressure. So now I'm going to see how it's going to come off. Okay, so again, I'm just going to start with the letters. And they're better, but still not 100%. And then these little pieces, let's see. Okay, those little pieces did fine this time. It was just the letters again. A couple of ones came up, this one came off a little, but this is way better than it was before. So I think going forward, what I'm gonna have to do is increase temperature probably now. As I said, I think it says you can increase pressure 5 to 10 points, but you cannot increase, let's see, you can increase the pressure. Okay, I keep saying pressure when I mean time. Sorry about that. Everyone's screaming at me at the screen. I increased the time, not the pressure. I increased time 10 seconds. It says you can increase it every 5 to 10 seconds. And then if that doesn't work, you would then go up 15 degree heat increments until you find the right spot. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna practice on another bag. I'm thinking that increasing the time has helped a lot, but also I think I'm gonna increase the temperature because these little pieces don't wanna stick still. And we're almost there. Like, this is pretty good for 3 tries. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I don't think you probably wanna come along while I go through 20 of these, but I'm gonna get it down. I'm gonna work on it this week. and I'll show you on the next vlog what that's going to look like. So once I get these settings down for the different bags and transfers, I'll show you next week, and we'll go through a couple of them, or at least one of them, and get it down good. And then also we will have the sublimation prints so that I can start using the Cricut again. A lot of people are saying it really isn't the Cricut's issue. It has adequate time, temperature, all that kind of stuff. It's probably just the print that I was getting. It wasn't, the colors weren't deep enough or whatever, wasn't a good print. So I got a second company to print me out some sublimation papers that I'm gonna try and see if their prints are any better. I don't know that I want to go like full eco tank sublimation printer ink and like print it out on my own yet. If I could buy paper and have it work here with just the machine, but I'm gonna probably have to go through a couple of companies before I can get it to work the way that I want. In the meantime, I reordered some mugs since I'm not printing mine at the moment. I ordered some and I have them in stock for orders, so I'm still able to fulfill those myself until I get good at printing and pressing my own. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog there today. With my cold and everything, it's probably best that I keep this kind of short. But yeah, I like this machine. It's very user-friendly. I just need to now figure out the settings that I need for my items. And it's gonna take a little bit of work. With that, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.